Good morning, everyone. My name is Hardy, and I'm a third-year student in International Business Management program in Petra Christian University. For several years that I've learned in IBM, I've learned so many things starting from the accounting part, speaking, and everything. But the one that catches my attention is the holistic thinking by Professor Dr. Casey Chen. And today I'm going to share how I'm going to utilize the frameworks that he has taught us by using the action learning framework to see how I'm going to achieve my dream and how I'm going to see it from different kinds of perspective. And here they are. I'm going to use the action learning framework to analyze this project, which is what I want to be. And basically there's a what, why, how, when, who, where, and how much. Basically, to start, I want to be a global scale exporter of gloves and shovel. But how can I achieve it and if I cannot have a right perspective? Therefore, we need to analyze it by using the 6 thinking hats from all different kinds of perspectives, starting from the white hat, which is facts and objectivity. Basically, the world's getting more connected to one another thanks to internet. We can connect to many people and basically we can have a better communication and we can get more transaction through it, including export and import. And for the creativity and alternatives, basically I can do other things besides clothes and shovel, and I can think of that as the time progresses. And for the yellow hat, basically it talks about optimism. Basically the world is getting more connected, as I said before, and it's a good thing because we can expand our networks even more in the future. As for the black hat, however, it talks about judgment and critical. As we know, the political instabilities in some countries like in America and even in Indonesia, like in the latest news, it can become a hindrance for our business. As for the red hat, basically it expresses emotion and basically the markers are huge and they demand a trustworthy partners and therefore I need to become like that. And for the blue hat, it's about thinking and control and orator process. Basically, I need to utilize the networks and everyone around me to basically control the business that I'm going to be later on. And in the second part of the action learning, which is why, I'm going to analyze based on the 5 whys. And the first why is why I aim to be an exporter. Basically, I want to improve and expand my family's business because it's also related to this kind of business. And why I use this kind of products because it's agricultural products and therefore many people will always need agricultural products. And especially it can be used for the spices. And why is it important to learn it now? The reason is because I think it's better to learn as early as possible so that we can apply what we have learned in the future. And why build a private company later on? Because in order for me to export goods to other countries, I need to become an established company. And why it has to be in a global scale? Because for me, I need to put the highest vision first. If I can achieve it, at least I can achieve something lower which is similar to my original vision. And now I'm going to analyze it by more in the how part by using this framework: people, process, tools, and inside it is strategy. For the people, basically I need to know 4 things: the police, tax officers, shipping line, and foreigners. Basically for the police, if something goes wrong, I know who I'm going to talk to and to consult to. And basically these people are the ones who will help me later on. For the tax officers, I need to know these kind of people because I need to pay taxes if I export some goods. Of course, I need to pay tax. And for the shipping line, basically I need to know the people inside the shipping line. So if I want to check the ships or the whereabouts of the goods, I can check with them. And foreigner here means that it's going to be my future client that I'm going to export to. Therefore, I need to know these kind of people to make sure that I have the potential customers in the future. For the process, it means that this is the kind of process that I need to go through in order for me to reach my dreams. Of course, if I will talk about export and import, documentations is a must. Then it means I need to learn about this in my internship maybe. And for the communication part, I need to learn to communicate because if I want to make a transaction, I need to look for a customer. I need to be able to communicate well. And for the leading, if I want to build a company for my export and import company later on, I need to learn to lead people better. And the last one is the rejections. Of course, I know if something goes wrong, rejections will happen. Therefore, I need to make sure that I'm prepared for any kinds of rejections in the future. In tools, basically, these are the things that I need for me to build an export-import company and reach my dream. For the first one, of course, I need an export license because you cannot make an export business without the license to do so. And the second part is the warehouse, and I will make the warehouse like around the port, and for the office I will try to make it not too far from the port, therefore it's easier for me to keep a watch for the goods to arrive. And the last one is the team. Of course, if I want to make an office or a company, a solid team is what I need. Therefore, from now on, I'm trying to see the kinds of people that I'm going to need, but not too many, because the quality is better than the quantity. And next, in strategy, basically I want to analyze how I'm going to perform in each individual, as an individual or as a team and as an organization. In organization level, I want to learn about the organization structures, and also want to learn about the flow of work within the divisions, and I also want to learn about the payrolls and the standards in the company when I want to open my own company later on. And later on, when I'm in a team, when maybe in my internship, I will learn about the details of work in each divisions, and I also want to make connection with the people in the company, in each division of course, and also want to learn to collaborate with all the existing teams, because I will lead the company later on when I open my own company. Therefore, I need to learn to collaborate with all of them. And finally, as an individual, I want to take notes of important things in the company where I'm going to have an internship on later. And I will also collect some data of the companies that might be useful in the future that I can work together with maybe. And I will also keep on asking questions as an individual to many people, as many as I can, for me to be able to learn even more. And when I'm going to analyze by using the box 1, box 2, and box 3, the box 1 is short terms. My plan is to finish study in university as soon as possible, and also find export-import based company for internship. Box 2 is for midterm, for medium term, and basically I want to work in freight forwarding companies, or I can try export and import companies as well. And after I left my internship company, to seek a new experience in freight forwarding companies. And for box 3, it talks about long term, and I will open a private company and learn from the previous companies and to excel myself in running private business. And in this part, I'm going to analyze by using the onion diagram and talk about who or what kind of person should I be in order to reach my dreams. The first part of onion diagram is self-management, and it talks about what I want to be. Of course, I want to be a global scale exporter in agricultural product, which is clothes and shovel. Moving on to the relationship management, and basically it's about what I do. Of course, I want to build a relationship with various kind of people, and of course to build a positive reputation. The next part is self-development. It's about how I should perform, and basically I should become a good communicator, I should be a tolerant person, positive attitude people, and of course an honest person. The last one is self-awareness. Basically it's about what I should know. First one is rules and regulations of export and import. I need to know the procedures, and of course I need to know more languages. In where I'm going to analyze by using this diagram, basically I want to reach what I said before in a global scale and at the very top. But in order for me to do so, I need to start from very small, which is domestic, and maybe I can start by selling the products in local area in Surabaya. Then I'll expand it onto international and global. And in how much, basically there are these parts like skills, knowledge, experience. They are easy to change. Intelligent personality traits and preferences, values, interests, and motives, they're harder to change. Therefore, if I want to reach my dream, I need to change what I can change easier, which are skills, knowledge, and experience. For the skills, of course, I need the skills to negotiate, to communicate properly. And for the knowledge, I need to know about the rules, regulations, the steps, procedures. For the experience, I need to know more about the practice in the field as an exporter. Finally, we have reached the conclusion of the sharing. I have analyzed the action learning framework by using the 6 thinking hats in what, 5 whys in why, the people, process, tools, and strategy diagram in how, the 3 boxes in when, onion diagram in who, in DRIG diagram in where, and the building blocks of skill, competence, and knowledge in how much. And when we analyze by using this action learning, we will get holistic as a result from holistic thinking, critical thinking, system, thinking and lesson learned and the lateral thinking. And we can see that this dream of mine is feasible if we think it from different kinds of perspective. So from all of the sharing that we have seen, basically I've known what I want to be and how I can achieve it, and all the things that I need to consider when I want to open my own business later on, which is an export import. And I hope that you can also do the same in your case by using this action learning framework or other frameworks that also helps you in thinking better, critically and holistically. And that's all from me today, and I hope that you are having a good day on your end. Thank you, and God bless you.